it's finally time for another Katy Keene recreation. Yeah. And I've been putting it off. It's time we do a Futureland look. If you're not sure who Katy Keene is, she was a comic that came out of Archie back in the 50s. She ran for, I want to say it was like 7 or 8 years, and then died, and then she was revamped in the 80s. So you get lots of really great 50s looks, and you also get a lot of really great 80s looks. And the coolest thing about Katy Keene is that in all the comics, there's paper dolls, and these looks were created by readers, and then the creator, Bill Wogan? I don't know how to say his name, he'd zhuzh them up a little bit, but he would draw out what you put, and then next to each paper doll look, there was the name of the person who created it, and sometimes their address. Like sometimes it's a full address, and then sometimes it's like street or just city and state. So I'm a really big fan of Katy Keene. Her outfits can get really outrageous. They're really fun. Some are stupid. I've done quite a few. I actually have a whole series that you can look at over here. I think there's like 4. Anyways, it's a series. We're working on it. Some of my favorite looks from her are the Futureland looks because they get really bonkers. Now, the reason why I haven't done any of these yet, even though I have wanted to, is because I guess Bill Wogan just thought the future was bodysuits for women. Bodysuits. Yeah, just in the future, we don't need pants or skirts anymore. Who needs it? Tights and bodysuits. Listen, I'm not modest, but I'm also not modest. I don't want to wear a bodysuit. I'm sorry. Feels a little weird to me. Listen, I may take that back sometime in the future, but as of right now, I don't really want to wear a bodysuit on here. So we gotta kick all those outfits out. And then another issue I have with the Futureland looks is that I don't think they're all physically possible. Maybe I'm just not creative enough, but like, how? How do you do that and still make it an outfit? You see what I mean? Have to work around those 2 parameters. And then I also only want to use not new fabric, as in not brand new fabric. So I do a lot of thrift store shopping and estate sales, and anytime I see a lot of fabric, like, you know, there's good yardage in it, I just grab it. If I can't use it for outfits and like actual like costumes and whatever, I can always use it for mock-up material, and I'm usually getting it for dirt cheap. So I'm always collecting more fabric, which is an issue that we're not addressing. I have fabric. So you'll notice I gave you guys 4 choices. 3 of the 4 choices are purple, and then 1 was gold. And the reason I gave you these, because I have a lot of purple and gold fabric. Did I double check to make sure I had these purple and gold fabrics? No. Why would I do that? I know that I have them, right? Right? Well, here's the outfit that we were going with. This is the one you chose. It's very fun, very goofy. Little like space jester, Katy. It's really silly, kind of stupid. What's with the, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make the little, what do you call this? Not my fist, but the thing that you hold, like a staff. I think there's another name for it. So let me pull out the purple fabric that I absolutely 100% know I have and that I did not check before I put these out for you. Here it is. It's a remnant of a piece that I cut up. There's not enough in here. This might like make the body of it, but did you see those sleeves? Each of those sleeves is gonna be at least a yard of fabric by themselves. Why am I like this? Oh, I really thought I had like 10 yards of this. I really did have the gold, but y'all did not like that one. did some digging in my stash and I did find this. I was saving this for something. It was gonna be a dress, but I'm probably not gonna make that dress, to be honest with you. So we're gonna use it in this costume. I really do like this choice. Gorgeous. I think there's like 4 yards here, so we have enough. We're also gonna need some purple yarn, which I don't have. I don't think, maybe I have, actually. I might have it somewhere. If I can find it. I know you guys said that you would watch an organization video, and it's on the list. I plan on doing it at some point, but I feel like it's a really big task. I'm scared, okay? There's so much. Listen, we're getting off topic. Quit distracting me. Let's get back to this outfit. We also have little like bloops. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe wire with little pom-poms. That's what the yarn is for. We're gonna make little pom-poms, which is like what's on the end of all her little points on the bottom of her dress. And it's like all around the neckline. They're kind of just like everywhere. So we're gonna make a gazillion little pom-poms. I also have some little bells, I'm pretty sure, that we can put in there just to really lean into that space jester vibe. And then the little staff thing, I have no idea right now. Probably foam clay? That's probably a good choice, I think. We have a rough plan. Let's just start. Let's just start. Let's pattern this out. Yeah, that sounds like a good start to this project. It's also kind of where we always start, so that makes sense. I'm not procrastinating, why would you ask? Shut up. Goodbye. Starting out with the top, I do the very professional method of measuring the neckline by holding the ruler up to myself. Satisfied with the amount, I transfer it to the paper pattern and use my French ruler to mark the sweetheart neckline. The skirt portion was more difficult though. It was a lot of me marking out the highest point and then drawing in the pointy bits that hang down and then doing it again and again and again. Until I get something that when I hold the paper pattern up to myself in the mirror seems about right. The sleeves were easy to pattern, but a little hard to wrangle. You start by dividing it into slivers, then you cut those slivers apart and spread them out. I should have added more flare at the bottom, but this was my first time drafting this type of sleeve. I'll do better next time. Once that's drafted, I need it to be off the shoulder, so I chop off the top part starting at like the underarm area and then bring it to a point in the middle. We have our mock-up. I wasn't gonna make one, but I'm glad I did because this is looking a little too Tinkerbell, less Jester. Let's fix it. First, this point is too wide, so we need to bring it in a little bit, like there. And then we can also bring these up a bit, like that. This one I think is up high enough, but since we need to make this one slimmer, I don't really want to make this one any wider, but I don't mind the one on the side being wider. We're gonna like move this guy this way, like this, and then there we go. Thins it out, brings it up a little bit higher, really short. Okay, with the back, like what I needed to do to here because there's just more of me in the back. And it was really hard to make it 3. We went with 4. And we can't see the back, so we don't know that there's not 4 back there. So, I need the mirror. All right. I have it all marked. Okay, bringing these up a bit, shortening the one in the center. It's too long. And then shortening this one too. Trying to make them at different lengths so nothing's uniform. And then we can actually bring this up just a little bit more. Ooh. Baby, you're getting scandalous. That should do it. Just that. Trimming those little bits off, I think, made a big difference. It makes it look less like I just made my skirt out of leaves. Yes, okay, great. I was so excited to make this drink today. I made pistachio syrup. It was really thick, so it's more like a pistachio sauce. but it was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And I was like, I'm gonna make a chocolate pistachio drink tomorrow. And I did, but the chocolate kind of overpowers the pistachio. Can't really taste it. So I'm a little sad, but do you ever just get like amazed that you can just make things? I'm just like surprised sometimes. You just make things. You don't have to buy them. It's more work, but they taste better. Anyways, this is a weird tangent. I'm not gonna make a mock-up at the top. I don't foresee any issues with the top. I might add a little bit of boning into the front because it can be tricky to keep sleeveless things up if there's no kind of structure to them. So we should probably add a little bit of boning. All right, let me make these alterations and then we can cut it out. Okay, we have all of our pieces with all the darts sewn. My God, that took 84 years. Actually, it took about an hour, I think, but still, oh my God. When I was patterning this, I was thinking to myself, you know what? We're not gonna do all the fuss of making princess seams. And I just thought, no, let's keep it simple. Let's just have the darts. Seams are easier than darts. Not easier, faster, more convenient. Darts are annoying, but anyways, here it all is. We're gonna sew the pieces together, like the skirt pieces together, the top pieces together for the top and the lining. I mean, for the outside and the lining. And then we're gonna go ahead and sew those pieces together. For the top, we're gonna sew it the neckline in the front and back. And then for the skirt, we're gonna sew it at the bottom. We're gonna attach the lining and the outside at the bottom, flip those out. I wanna get through this part, sewing the pieces together, because I have an idea, and that's bedazzling. Because it's Katy, and even though we can't see sparkles, it doesn't mean they're not there. Okay? If Katy had a choice, hey Katy, would you like some sparkles on your outfit, or no?
Of course I want sparkles. Why wouldn't I want sparkles? Who doesn't want sparkles?
So, let's rhinestone this bitch. Okay, finish the bottom. I might have made it a little short to the point where it might as well just be a bodysuit. Made a big thing about not wanting to wear bodysuits, and then I make the tiniest skirt. It's not a huge difference in those two things. The top is sewn together, but not like together. The reason is because I need to add the boning to this, but I don't feel like it right now. I kind of just want to do some rhinestones. I'm gonna set this aside and just start rhinestoning the skirt. I think I'll also add some rhinestones to the top. I want it to kind of like grade, like a gradient, you know, like really dense right here in the center and then kind of like out. Okay, let's see if I can pull it off. Like a rhinestone cowboy. This took forever. These are hot fix rhinestones. So I set down a bunch at one time and then used my iron to heat them all up. My gradient could have been a bit smoother, but I'm really happy with the end result. I complain about how long it took, but I really like rhinestoning. It's nice to have this repetitive task that I can kind of just zone out doing while watching something or listening to a book. Well, I like it for the first day, maybe day and a half, and then it starts to feel a little maddening. I also make pom-poms by wrapping yarn around a piece of cardboard and then tying a knot around it and trimming all the loops. And then I just do this a gazillion times.
3 days later.
Okay. This was so much work. But wow, the iridescent rhinestones really go with the like iridescent look of the fabric. Okay, this is a dumb idea, but it looks very cool. I was gonna do it to the top too. There's pom-poms up there, so I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know, we'll see. Speaking of pom-poms, would you like to guess how many pom-poms you get out of a skein of yarn? Go ahead, guess. I'm waiting. It's 53. You get 53. Mine are pretty dense, so you could probably get more if you don't make them as thick as mine. But, hear that? all over the floor now. Why did I do this? I put bells on all the pom-poms. And I've decided something. If I don't know what something is on this photo, it's now a pom-pom. What's the thing on the top of her staff? It's a pom-pom. What's that on her head? Those are pom-poms. There you go. I can't tell, you can't tell. So they're pom-poms. I have a lot of pom-poms to pick up now. So yeah, that was like 3 days of work. I could have got it done sooner, but I was also editing my last video. And listen to me, come close. Whoever gave me the tip that you can use your iron for bedazzling, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. That I don't think I could have done such heavy bedazzling like that if I hadn't used my iron, because it would have taken way too long. So yeah, you can use your iron to bedazzle. Now you know. I have this giant lollipop looking thing. This is PVC pipe, a styrofoam ball that I shoved on there, and some foam clay that I wrapped around the styrofoam to keep it in place and to also cover up the styrofoam. Did I just say that? That was weird. So now we need to paint it and add some pom-poms. I was wondering what the hell this was that she was holding. I was like, why is she holding a staff? That's really weird. But it's like a Jester thing. Duh. I don't know. It did not occur to me till like yesterday when I was just like randomly thought about it. Have one of those moments where I'm just in the kitchen like doing something and I'm like, oh, right. It's just like her little Jester staff because she's a space Jester for some reason. We don't question KK, we just do. I'm really enjoying this project. I like having so many like different mediums in one project. I keep waffling on if I want to add boning to the bodice. I kind of don't because I'm lazy and I just don't want to deal with it. I think what I need to do now is take the pom-poms that I'm going to add to the top of the blouse and string them up. Just like, you know, attach some thread to them so that I can sew them between the lining layer and the outside so that when I flip it right side out, they'll just kind of like hang there. Is that how I want to do that? I think so. If I had like a really thin purple ribbon, this would work, but I don't. Oh, I do! I have so much purple ribbon from my last project. Where is it? Okay, here's just like a little sliver of purple velvet that I can just, probably glue, being very honest. A glue type of project. Just glue it on there and then this way I can sew over this and then we'll have these little dangly bits. Perfect. Thank you, that was smart. I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is the quick seal on this because that needs to dry. And then after that is done, I can start painting this. There's a lot of like little things happening all at the same time and I'm getting frazzled. Okay, maybe I should do one thing at a time. Okay, no. I'm gonna quick seal this. That is the first thing I'm gonna do because I do need it to dry. And then I'm gonna add the ribbons to the pom-poms and then finish the dress. Yeah, that's a good idea. This dress is so short. Oh my God. I might make little bloomers to put under it because, whew, buddy, if I move like literally at all, there's gonna be some flashing. So I might make some little bloomers, which I don't know how to do. So, okay, I'm procrastinating. Let's continue. Okay, time to quick seal the staff. Haha, just kidding. Let's ignore everything I just said and play with pom-poms and make a hat. I start by cutting out a 6-point star and then cutting all the points to the center and then trying to overlap them all to leave a gap between 2 of the points. This turned out to be too much, so I undid all that and then just overlapped 2 of the points so that there was just a tad bit of space and then closed that up so that the star would be more of a dome shape so it would sit on my head. See, look how adorably silly that is. Then I covered it with fabric, made a pyramid out of pom-poms. Look, we finished the hat. I bet you want to make one for yourself now, don't you? Oh, hi. Did I do the thing I said I was gonna do? No, but I did make a stupid hat. Yeah? Very pleased with myself. I'm gonna put some like clips like these and like put it at the bottom so I can just kind of like clip it into my hair. There's that. I'm gonna put this on Marcel's head over here. Oh God, no. Everybody calm down. I also put the pom-poms on the skirt. It's gonna be a very noisy outfit. And now I'm gonna make, oh, I did put these on strings, so I did do one thing I said I was gonna do. But then I was gonna make the thing for the shoe. Okay, I have some plain black pumps, which are a little bit chunkier than Katy's. There's a rhinestone on the bottom. I don't know if you've ever heard of shoe buckles or shoe clips. I actually don't know what they're called. I only found out about them because I bought a pair of vintage heels and they came with changeable clips, right? So you have these little things and they just kind of slide on to the top of your shoe like that. And then you have a cute little decoration. And I love it. I got these at an estate sale. These two are in really, really rough shape. So I'm just gonna take these apart. They're kind of nasty. So that I have the little clip. Which, like, this is such a cute idea. Why did this disappear? Now, what are we looking at for these stupid shoes? She's got 6. All right, how am I gonna do this? I think the best way to do it is to take length of wire, and then we can kind of fold the tip so that we kind of got a little U shape on the end, and then we can glue that onto here. And then we can glue a little piece of something on top, like fabric. And I have a lot of these little stars that I made for Cece. Would it be weird to have these on the shoe? Maybe yes. I guess I'm gonna take over here because she just quit talking to the camera. Here, I'm using my wire cutters to snip the rhinestones off of the stars so that I can cover them with fabric. And then I'll glue the back like I did the hat star. We don't need them to be that long. Let me just cut them. Here it is. 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, how many? Oh no, I'm gonna need more pom-poms. It's only one pom-pom and I still need some for this stupid saber staff thing. Merde. Deal with that later. And the reason why I'm making a little loop at the bottom is to give the glue more to hold on to. Put a very generous dollop on here. Oh no. Okay. I did not think this through. Oh no. Oh! No! Okay. All right, all right, all right. Cooperate. Uh-huh. Yep, yep, yep. Getting my thumbs all in this. This is fine. I wanted to be a part of this. It's not that hot, don't worry. I worked in food service for a very long time. My fingertips are ruined. This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, great. All right, they're somewhat secure. On the inside are shorter than the outside. How very reasonable. This is stupid. Pom-poms on. This is starting to get up there with one of the dumbest things I've made. You start a project and you don't realize how dumb it's gonna be until you're really in it and you're like, oh, this is really stupid. But we're in it now. I talk trash, but I love it. I love doing this. I love really stupid projects. Kind of my favorite. And like when the world feels like it's gone to hell, I think this is the absolute best time for pom-pom shoes. Don't embarrass me. Okay, let me shape those, but first, let me do this. So whenever I wear stays, my back always hurts by the end of the day. I'm like, man, why is that? I make them myself, so I know they fit. They're not like super ill-fitting. It's because I sit like this. So when I'm in stays, I have to like sit up straight, and that's why my back hurts, is because I have to sit up straight. It's sore from having good posture. Why are there so many points on this star? You just wanna like glue pieces of leather and pom-poms to a damn shoe, but no. Do all this other fussy stuff and get hot glue just everywhere. God, this is messy. Definitely not my best work, but that's okay. Make these flat for a second. Put generous dollop some hot glue on here. And then this. Are you dry? Don't trick me. Shape these little guys. I mean, Ella, it works. I wasn't super jazzed when y'all picked this one. I was like, oh, I kind of wanted this other one more, but that's fine. This is still gonna be fun. I'm really glad y'all picked this one. This is bringing me so much joy. I need to make another one of those. I also still need to finish sewing, but I don't want to. I just want to like make things. Oh, okay. I need to do this. This needs to be blue, and the rest of it needs to be black, I guess. Where's my paint? I don't know. It is so exhausting trying to find supplies. Okay, here's some blue. Oh, caught on macrame string. Can you just let go, please? How have you done this? Why? You macrame'd yourself in here. Okay, okay. Sheesh. Glitter. Glitter. Where's the glitter? How about iridescent pearl? Yeah? Let's do that. White paint would be fabulous. Goodness. This is fabric paint. I'm using it because it's what I have. Hey, that looks great. All right. This paint is really old and it's like gloopy. All right, this is a good color. Just slop this on. Really try hard not to get this on me. Please, please be careful. Still pretty lumpy, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Got a lumpy-headed baby, but you know, just look like a giant sucker. Okay. What should I say? I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna add the pearl-lescent glow to it, and this is gonna be perfect. And then I'll paint the handle black in a minute. Please, oh my God. Please don't touch this. Please don't get paint on your cute outfit. Okay, making sure it wasn't on me already. What am I doing? I need to make another shoe. I'm almost done. This is really close. If you're wondering about the sleeves, they're over here. I haven't sewn them together yet. I'll get to it. And then I think there's pom-poms on the bottom of the cuff too. Definitely need more pom-poms. Did not think I would. I thought 53 was gonna be enough. Turns out we need more than 53. Who knew? Let's move along to voiceover Annie and she can tell you what I'm up to. The staff didn't need much. After painting the handle black, I add a giant pom-pom to the top, and then I forgot to hit record, so here it is all finished. Ta-da! Here's where we are at right now. All the accessories are done. This stupid thing. I really need something to wear under the skirt because it's so very small and oddly shaped. I was gonna make some bloomers out of non-stretch material. Here's some footage of me wrapping my lower half in some duct tape and plastic wrap in a Joann's bag. That was fun. Thing is I'm like 3 days away from my period and I'm very low energy. So I did that and then threw it away. This morning I went to like 5 different stores to find a bikini bottom. Did not find one, so I have to order it. So I gotta wait for that to come in for the reveal, but it won't be long. My office is a wreck. I forgot that this is what happens with mixed medium projects like this. I'm a tornado of a person, but also that gives me anxiety. So, but I also don't have it in me to clean it up. I don't know. What we do have left is to put the outfit together and make the sleeves. With the bodice, I talked about doing boning, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do boning, forget it. But then I put the little pom-poms on, and with these on, it just makes it a little heavy. And I'm worried about the top like being too floppy. So I need to do something with this. But we are gonna add a little bit of boning. I got my bones and my lining. We're just gonna sew it into here. So this to this, and then this to this, and put a zipper in. Shit, forgot about a zipper. That's okay, it's gonna be a messy zipper, but I don't wanna hear anything about it. Okay, you see the zipper, you keep your mouth shut. Also need to sew the big ass sleeves together, but let's see if I can finish this today because I have spent too much time on this and I'm kind of sick of it now. Let's go. All right, let's finish this. After sewing in the boning channels, I attached the outside of the fabric to the lining at the top and then attached the top to the bottom. Something went wrong during the making or drafting process because the seams didn't line up, which was super irritating to me, but I also didn't care enough to fix it. So it is what it is, I'm just annoyed. Now it's time for the sleeves, which I did in a really weird way. First, I folded the top and the bottom and sewed it down to make a channel. Then I added in the elastic. At the top, I anchored the elastic down on the inside and the outside of the sleeve, leaving a gap in the middle that wasn't gathered. This didn't really work out the way I planned it to, but you know, it's done now. The bottom I just sewed together with the elastic to keep the wrist area all nice and gathered. Attached the sleeves to the bodice at the underarm and then glued on more pom-poms. I think there was roughly 100-ish pom-poms on this whole outfit. It's done. I mean, I need to put a zipper in, and it's messy. But I needed to get it done, and I wasn't gonna be able to get it done if I did it the right way. So it's messy, but it's done. And done is better than perfect and not done. Oh, you wanna argue about it? Okay, well, one of us has a finished garment, and the other one has a pile over in that corner, which you actively try not to look at. I see you. Not you. You know I'm not talking about you. You're perfect. Don't even worry about it. I'm talking about this other guy. They know who they are. But yeah, we're ready for the reveal now. Between the taffeta and the bells, this is a very loud dress. Let's go to the reveal, but really quick, if you are enjoying my content, please think about subscribing. Helps my channel grow, and also like and comment to let me know how I did on this Katy Keene recreation. Did I nail it? I think I might have. Maybe. Well, we'll see. Actually, let's go ahead and see how I did, shall we? Yes, Your Majesty, of course. That is my job, after all. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. I guess somebody doesn't like snot jokes. A rabbit, a priest, and an atheist walk into a bar. The rabbit looks at the other two and says, "I think I'm a typo." Boy, is this guy dense. Ooh. Okay. Hold on, I got another one for you. Why are rock stars so cool? Because of all their fans. Alright, I got one you'll love. Ready? Did you hear about the two pretzels walking in the alley? They were assaulted. Yeesh. Tough crowd. Okay. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. What's the sexiest animal in the barnyard? Brown chicka, brown cow. What? All right, well, that was stupid, but in a really good way, in the best way. Very silly. I think I got pretty close to the image. Some things were a little off, like the sleeves could have been puffier towards the bottom, and then the shape of the bottom of the skirt was a little bit off. I think it's close enough. Like what a stupid hat. I hope you guys enjoyed that process, and I'm sorry for the reveal, and thank you for your jokes. Let me know in the comments how I did. Did I nail it? New video in 2 weeks. It is gonna be kind of historical. Kind of. But it is also quite silly, so I'm in a silly mood lately. That's it for this video. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye. Can I juggle? Had this conversation with Sophie. How do you... Okay, I think these are too light. Anyways. Ah! Oh, oh God! My ankle. Ugh. Ugh. This damn outfit is so loud. I'm out of here.